Yes. Yeah. 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 What up, y'all? What's going on? Friday night, we made it. We made it through another one, man. It hasn't been an easy week for me. I don't know about you, but it hasn't been an easy week for me. But it's one that I've done made it through, made it to the weekend. So whatever happens from here on out is gonna be what is gonna be. We will start fresh on Monday, but for right now, we need to ride it out for the rest of this week. How y'all feeling, man? I'm glad to be here. Am glad to be. You think I'm not when I am. Yo, you think I'm running a scam. I'm not. I am glad to be in this place, and I'm glad to be right in your face. You could have been anywhere, but right now you're here with me, and I appreciate that shit, and you gonna see. Because we got some things to talk about tonight, and it's hot. Yo, we gonna rock the spot. What's going on? All right, let's get it popping. All right, so I'm your host, Sun752. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. As a matter of fact, it's the it's the Daily Go Getimism Show. Hold on. You know what? We need to take it back to the essence. We need to take it back to the essence. You know, when we used to say, Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this the Daily Go Getimism Show. We do this every single day, every day it rains, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show on this Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We are talking about not a fan of spending the night. Are you a fan of spending the night? Some people like spending the night, but other people, they don't like spending the night. And you know, I got to thinking about this thing. Often, I see we went out for a second there, but what I was saying was spending the night with somebody is something that we do so often that I don't think we actually think about what it means to people. Maybe not even to ourselves when we have been taught to spend the night. You know, when we were growing up as kids, we spent the night over our cousins' houses. Our cousins spend the night over our houses. If you had sort of a, let's say, you grew up in a family where y'all didn't all have the same father or y'all didn't all have the same mother. So you might have spent the night over your brother's houses, or your brothers or your sisters may have spent the night over your houses. You know, in the case where there may have been multiple marriages with your parents, or just different children from different parents. You may learn to spend the night that way, and when you really think about it, sometimes when that's a situation, there can be a little drama associated with that. And I got to thinking, like, when you really think about this whole spending the night thing, there can be drama associated with this whole concept. It ain't as sweet as everybody thinks. Now, the thing about spending the night is that you learn a lot about a person when you spend the night with them, particularly when you spend the night with them in a bed or in a house, because there are other ways to spend the night with somebody. Y'all can be out all night clubbing. Y'all spent the whole night with each other. Y'all were there when the sun was down. Y'all might have stayed out all night and watched the sun come up, but y'all wasn't in the crib. Y'all might not have even been indoors. Have you ever met somebody at a bar or a club, party, lounge, or something like that, and y'all just clicked and vibed so much that y'all just got to talking, maybe went to the after hour, ate, drank a little more, went parked, just talked, vibed, rapped to each other, and enjoyed each other. No romantic, and well, it may have been romance, but it may not have been romantic in the form of sex. There are other ways to be romantic without doing the nasty, even though that's my favorite part of romance. But anyway, yeah. So you learn a lot about a person when you spend the night with them, and guess what? You may learn a lot about yourself when you spend the night too. So it may influence your decision about whether to spend the night with somebody or have them spend the night with you. Maybe it may be better for you. Maybe it might be better for you to have the home court advantage, or you may be better on the road. So we're going to get into this thing tonight. Because there's some roller coaster type of dips and turns, and we might get our neck jerked a little bit on this. We might get a neck jerked a little bit on the shoulder. Get a neck jerk. Anyway, let's have this conversation. What's good, y'all? Let me shout out my peoples while I got you. Natasha Younger, what's going on, ma? Thanks for coming on through. I appreciate you. And Stacy White, I hold it down with the D. I appreciate you coming out on Friday to see me. And T. Carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to see my peoples going directly into your site. And I naturalista rap. What's the haps? Thank you for coming through. If you was here, I give you that. Maybe a hug, maybe a beer, maybe give you a chug, maybe give you a shot. You know the thing is hot. So what's up, y'all? Let's talk about this. Not a fan of spending the night. Maybe you are a fan of spending the night. There may be many people, maybe that's the first thing on a lot of people's minds. You spend the night with somebody, so maybe you can get all the intelligence on them that you need. You might need intel. You might need intel on them, and spend the night with somebody, you're going to get some intel. Because it's hard to hide everything about yourself, especially those techniques, your little beauty secrets going to come out when you spend the night with somebody. They're going to come out. You know what I mean? You got to be ready for the revelation. Put the spotlight on you. You know what I'm saying? They put the spizzy on you. There ain't no getting away. What up, Mikey, man? What's going on? Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Mucho. All right. So, yeah. Not a fan of spending the night. Are you or aren't you? Did you have parents that would allow you to spend the night at your friends' houses or relatives' houses? And I have to ask because not everybody grew up like that. I've known some parents who wouldn't let their kids spend the night over their friends' houses or over anybody's houses that they knew. Like, that was a no-no. Now, that sounds strange because I don't know about y'all, but when I was growing up, it just seems like there was so many kids in the neighborhood. Everybody was a kid when I was a kid. I ain't know nothing but kids. The only people that wasn't kids when I was growing up was adults. The only people I knew that wasn't kids when I was growing up was adults. But it was mad kids, big families. I'm talking about, I mean, we had some people I knew that were only children, but for the most part, everybody had like 3 or 4 brothers and sisters, sometimes 5 or 6, sometimes 7 or 8. Sometimes those families got kind of large. You know, I mean, he had girth on them. They start growing. So the spending the night thing was a main staple in my neighborhood. We spent the night over friends' houses. We spend the night over cousins. Cousins was always getting imported over the crib. Always. You know, everybody on the block knew each other. So your mom knew my mom knew your peoples, you know, your aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody. We all knew each other. So we all knew what each other was working with. So we kind of knew what houses was cool to stay over and what houses be like, nah, well, it's late, I gotta go home. And many of those decisions about whether to spend the night was based on whether you had like a nice mom or you had a mean mom, or if your mom could cook. Because normally when you spent the night, that included dinner time. So it was like, you know, you want to spend the night over your friend's house down the street, around the corner, or whatever, because you knew his mom couldn't cook. Like, I ain't trying, you know what I mean? Your mom be trying to feed us on the cheap. I'm not eating no pork and beans. We don't have pork and beans for dinner in my crib. See, y'all be treating the spend the night thing. Y'all be spending the sleepover. Y'all be treating the sleepover like it's a camping trip. No, I'm not. No, there ain't no marshmallows and pork and beans. I ain't no pork and beans. I ain't like pork and beans when I ate pork. Shit was whack. Nasty ass sweet beans. I know some people like pork and beans. I don't. I ain't never like that shit. Runny ass beans and shit. Like, I ain't eating that shit. You know what I mean? You better fry some chicken. Tell your mom, yo, what's your mom? You remember, sometimes, even besides the spending the night thing, remember, sometimes you would eat over your friend's crib. You know, y'all was over that crib, playing, ripping, running, getting into shit. And sometimes it'd be like, well, you know, it's dinner time. You want to eat over here? Once again, we gotta test these waters. What gets served over here in the Johnson household? What y'all working with? I mean, are we going to have ham sandwiches, or are we gonna have some steak up in here? We having fish. What kind of fish? The fish with the bones, or y'all fish sticking it over here? TV dinner, Swanson. All right, we do the TV dinner thing. But make sure I get the one with the cherry pie. If I can't get the cherry pie in my TV dinner, it's a wrap. Or that oven pizza. What was it like? It wasn't no DiGiorno. I don't remember that. But the home pizza. What they call it? I don't know why it's slipping my mind, but y'all know the little frozen pizza thing you get from the market. You throw that thing in the oven, and y'all got pizza. And adults seem to think that kids will fall for any pizza trick. Like, we don't know what good pizza is versus garbage pizza. You ever notice that shit? Because Chuck E. Cheese, remember when Chuck E. Cheese first came out? Evidently, they must have thought kids was going for any kind of pizza. Because that shit was nasty as hell. I was like, what kind of... That pizza tasted like it had sand on it. I was like, what's this gritty shit? Do y'all remember when Chuck E. Cheese first came out? With the Chuck E. Cheese, I had the pizza. I was like, what is this shit? Yo, the school lunch did better than the little, remember you used to have the ticket to get to school lunch, your lunch in school. Even, that shit was garbage. That was better than the Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I was like, I don't know what they did to this. Chuck E. Cheese pizza was garbage. They stepped it up many years later. But I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese in like 82. And I was like, matter of fact, it might have been 81. Elio's Pizza, yeah. Elio's. That was definitely out back then. Elio's Pizza. So, yeah. So, the spending the night thing, yeah. There was an auditing system going on. If I knew your mom couldn't cook, nah, I gotta go home and eat dinner. I can't stay for dinner. Can't do it. Do the audit. Like, first your answer is yes. Like, oh yeah, I eat over here because y'all was having fun. You figured y'all would eat, go back to having fun and all that kind of shit. But some people, you remember when you was little, some people whose houses you went over, right after dinner, they had to take a bath and go to bed. That's not how it went at my crib. We still had more playtime after food and bath. We could chill, especially on the weekends. That's when you're gonna spend the night anyway with your friends. But I'm talking about this whole children experience because that's normally when we started spending the night over. That's when we started learning about spending the night over somebody's house. It wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that. So, yeah. So, you knew that when you spent the night over somebody's houses, you had to have your little night bag. And you represented your family when you spent the night over somebody's house. So, you don't be over nobody's house acting a fool or being disrespectful or getting out of line or acting too spoiled or getting real picky. Because 9 times out of 10, whoever house you spent the night over, they parents had the green light to whoop your ass if you got out of line. Which made the auditing of everybody's mom. You know what I mean? I gotta find out what your mom and your dad like. Cause I ain't getting my ass whooped at my friend house, over no dumb shit. You know what I mean? I ain't come over here. I ain't going to my cousin's house for no ass whooping. You know what I mean? I ain't going over my mean ass aunt crib. Look, man. Yo, TT, Skeet, Rob, y'all gotta come over. Y'all come over my crib. I ain't your mom. Shit. She only my aunt by marriage. I ain't fucking with him. I don't know what my uncle was. I don't know what type of time he on. Yeah. But your parents had, whoever parents' houses that you spent the night over, they had free reign. They were in charge of you. You had to listen. So if you was too spoiled, or all kinds of shit can happen when you spend the night over somebody's house as a child. You start learning about etiquette. First of all, don't be acting stupid. I know you don't think that y'all gonna be up wrestling, watching TV, wrestling, whatever, and think you gonna jump in somebody's bed without washing your ass. All kids wash their ass before they go to bed. It's not till you become an adult where you get to go to bed and take a bath in the morning. When you a kid, you take a bath at night, you gotta take another one in the morning. You'll be like, but I've been asleep all night. I ain't get dirty. Tell my little sweaty ass kids and shit. Y'all been putting y'all feet in each other's face. No, I gotta wash up again. All right, you can take a half bath in the morning, but you took that full bath at night. So if you one of them little dirty kids who like to pretend like they taking a bath, fill up the water, and just put their arm in the water, splish splash for a few minutes, like for the time you took for that deception, you could have jumped your dirty, nasty ass in the bed. Dirty, just dirty ass, spend the night over somebody's house. He smell musty. He smell. So yeah, we learned about spending the night when we were young, if we were allowed to. Not every parent allowed their kids to spend the night. Some parents have been through trauma and they blame spending the night on some shit. Just keeping it a buck. So if your parents had a bad experience when they spent the night when they were younger, and maybe they were touched where they shouldn't have been touched, approached in a way they shouldn't have been approached, and all of that, yeah, people get real protective over their kids. Like, nah, I ain't gonna be no spending the night. Family over only. And maybe it was family who did it to them, so they still leery. They leery of all of that. Like, this spending the night thing ain't what's up. I know parents, I know adults who never let their kids spend the night over nobody's house. Like, nope, I'll come get them. But yeah, but they having fun with that's cool. We'll come back tomorrow. But nope, I'm scooping up everybody. I'll come get it. Shit, they can play till 1, 2 in the morning. They ain't spending the night. They won't see the sun come up. Not over here, they won't. Because parents be getting the skinny on any little violators that might live in the house. Like, no, that little boy don't understand what no means. And he obviously doesn't understand what being a little girl means, or even a little boy. Because he'd touch anybody. He's a toucher. I don't know what happened to that kid. I don't know who touched him, but he ain't touching mine. Like, hey, real shit. And your parent, any self-respecting parent is shutting it down. Like, nope. They ain't never spending the night over here. Not while he's still here or she's still here. Nope. Not going to happen. Hold on. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I see people acting like they ain't trying to come in tonight. That's okay. We're going to do it like this. You know what I mean? All right. Mikey Man says, when I was young and dating, that was exciting stuff. That's funny because when I was a young boy, I didn't really want to spend a night over no chick crib. I really didn't. Like, I stay late, but I didn't really want to spend the night. I'll tell y'all why in a minute. All right, TK right said, my parents did not allow us to spend the night at friends' houses. Wow, okay. All right. Natural Lisa Rap says, I thought you were talking about spending adult time spending night. Oh, we're going to talk about that too. Oh, take this walk with me. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I ain't put my clothes on. Put these clothes on. I'm talking to y'all like I'm spending the night. You know what I mean? People talking to y'all naked. I ain't got the right to talk to y'all naked. All right. Everybody put your neck out. Put your neck out. Put your neck out. Yeah. Yeah, baby. All right. Let's get the verification game down right here. Let's see how you look down here. Because to me, you look very spiffy. So you see how you're looking today. Yes, quite pretty, handsome, and in good shape. Yes. And look at you. The chain dripping. That thing hanging down. You know what I'm saying? That thing hanging all the way down to your belly button. You know you're only like 5'4". It's hanging down your belly. Look. Good shit. Good shit. All right, let's go. So yeah. We definitely gonna get into this adult thing, but we have to take it back to the essence. Because normally, if you had negative experiences as a child spending the night, that may have an effect on who you choose to spend the night, or if you choose to spend the night with somebody as you become an adult. Some of y'all may have had boyfriends or girlfriends that would stay late, but for some reason it took a while before they would. You ever have somebody spend the night because they didn't have a choice, like maybe the buses stopped running or some kind of circumstance like that, and they may have spent the night and never got undressed. You know what I mean? There's a trust issue there for some people. Like, yeah, I'm spending the night sleeping with one eye open. Trust. It's not that you're not trustworthy. It's just that they may have had an experience that warranted them, really, really being leery of, like, I don't know. It's taking me a while to get comfortable. Okay, let's keep going. Mikey Man says, ever lied to someone, lied to that one friend and say your parents won't let you stay the night, but really you not you never. Yes. Yeah, I've done it plenty of times. Like, everybody crib wasn't. Look, man, everybody crib wasn't suitable for company. And it seemed like the cribs that wasn't suitable for company was always the cribs that everybody wanted to, like, they invited the most company. Like, you got roaches up in here, y'all nasty. You know what I mean? Y'all don't even have sufficient bedding. All these people up in this motherfucking crib, y'all ain't got room for nobody to spend the night. Only way I'm spending the night over here if I do the Snoopy thing. You know how Snoopy sleep on top of his doghouse? Look, that's the only way I'm spending the night over here. Ain't no room in this bitch. Shit. Y'all got bunk beds. It's already 6 in the bunk. 3 at the top. And you know bunk beds is a single. 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Nah, no. That is a no. No, not going to happen tonight. All right. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, Mom? Thanks for coming on through. I appreciate you. I guess I do. Queen Monica. Queen Matu Mayini. What's going on, Ma? Thanks for coming through. But yes. It always seemed to me like the houses that was the least suitable for spending the night was always the ones who always invited you to spend the night. Like, no. My mom probably would have said no anyway. Or she might have asked me, like, might pull me to the side, like, you really want to spend the night over there? I'm like, nah, man, I don't know. If I do spend the night, believe me, 7, 8 in the morning, I'm knocking on the door. I'm not having breakfast over there. Real shit. Back to the food thing. Dinner ain't right. Breakfast ain't right. No judgment, but no, this ain't my cup of tea. Really, real shit. Some people, listen, everybody's eating habits and things like that just ain't. I'm gonna get back to the crib with my favorite spoon, fork, knife, all that. But yeah. The whole spending the night thing comes from your youth. Normally. I would imagine if you weren't able to spend the night when you were younger, it might have been really harder as you got older. And don't get me wrong, it ain't always just your friends who are the danger. We have relatives where, Everybody in the family, even though ain't nobody saying nothing out of respect for the parent, but they know who kids is 100% and who ain't. Like, he more than bad. He bad, if you know what I mean. Put my child in harm's way. Not going to happen. Not going to happen tonight, man. Not going to happen tonight. No, I can't spend the night. No, not spending the night. We'll come back over in the morning. See you in the playground. See you in the playground next time. But no, not spending the night over here. I can't do it. Can't do it. We got an appointment in the morning. I just remembered I got an appointment in the morning. Can't spend the night tonight. Maybe next weekend. Oh, I forgot. Got to recital next weekend. We put it on the calendar. We put it in the calendar for the future, but not now. Can't do it. Blood fart. What's going on? What's good? What's good? But yeah. So, okay. So, let me ask y'all this. How old were you the first time you spent the night with the opposite sex? And I don't care whether you did it, you didn't do it until you got to college, you did it in your college dorm, or whether you snuck and did it when you were a teenager or a full-fledged adult. How old were you the first time you spent the night with the opposite sex? Blood for you were 15? Wow, okay. Young boy, okay. All right. Yeah, that's young. The first time I was asked to do it, I was 16. And I'll never forget it. I didn't do it. But that was the first time I was approached for it. And I'm not even gonna front, man. I wasn't built like that yet. I was like spending the night. I mean, at 16, I was definitely fucking. But I wasn't fucking. Like, I wasn't butt naked all the way fucking. I was one leg on, one leg off fucking. I was sneaking, quickie type. Yo, keep up one ear out for your mom. You know what I mean? We got a 20, 30-minute window right here. That type. So when the chick that I went to high school with, she was out there. She didn't even live at home. She lived with her sister. They had an apartment. She was paying rent already. She was a year older than me. And I was like, now, I took it into serious consideration because she was a chocolate. She was, yeah. She had her own little style. I mean, you got to think, this is 1987. Think 1987, was it 86? It was the beginning of 1987 because we started the year in 86. So it was like this was like in the beginning of spring. It wasn't warm yet. We was just getting there. And yeah, she told me. Matter of fact, we had a job search class together. We was in this class called a job search, and this is the first time I got drunk as a teenager. And because she was like, yo, we got on the trolley, went up to her crib. She lived around 48th, 49th in Baltimore. And she was like, yeah, me and my sister, we got a crib and blah, 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 blah. And she had me stop at the deli and get a 40 ounce, a 40 of Cokie 900. And I was like, how am I doing? You know what? Do you know what I look like at age 16? Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I look like in 87. Cause I was more than young. I was young. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is me. This one. This one. That's me in 1987. Yeah. You know, that's me. Do I look like I'm 21 to go get a 40? Okay. This might have been 86, but I got an 87 photo. This is absolutely 100% 1980. 1987 or 88. That's 1988. So, and of course, that's me in the middle, right? I wasn't. She didn't give a fuck. This joint was wild. So she was like, "Yo." She was like, get a 40 ounce. We gonna go to the crib. We gonna chill. So somehow, I paid the I paid a runner. I got an old head to go in and get us the 40. So he got me the 40 ounces. It was just 140. We were sharing 140. I had like 2 cups of the shit. I'm in there blasted. We got out of school early that day. We used to get out early on Tuesdays. I'm in there like, oh shit. I'm all the way out here, Southwest Philly. Let's go. Anyway, we ain't do nothing. We just loved on each other a little bit, talk. Because she was feeling me out. Like she was already a grown woman mentally. I was the young boy. So she was like, all right, so this weekend, you can spend the night. And I was like, oh, yeah, all right. That's what my mouth said. In my mind, I was like, spend the night? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not sure if I was prepared for that. Now, I could have pulled it off, told my mom that I was spending the night over my brother's house, and I could have spent the night over the chick house. But I got to thinking to myself, like, so after we finish fucking, what we going to do for the rest of the night? All I had to do was ask my brother. He would have said, you fuck again. And again. And again. Oh, yeah. Because I'm thinking, no, you after you finish fucking, y'all chill for a little while, get washed, get dressed, go home. That was my routine. I'm like, all night? She was the only chick I knew that had home crib. She was the only chick I knew that had home crib. And I was an experienced spend the nighter, but I was in new territory, very unfamiliar territory. But and the joint was better. She was kind of, you know what, man? She was real dark skinned, extremely chocolatey. She had all the other accoutrements that I like, the bow and boom and all of that. And now think about it, like, did she really had a boom this 87? You look at my pictures from back in the day, we was way thin. But anyway, for that time period, yeah. And she didn't even have like dark, clear skin. She had some pimples and all that kind of shit, but the joint was banging. And she had this little sexy, seductive, manipulative way. She was leading the God. I don't know how I didn't spend the night. I always wonder what happened to her. She probably got on drugs because she honestly looked like she might have been the type to go that way. Anyway, so yeah. So that was my almost spending the night. I don't think I spent the night. Yeah. The first time I spent the night with a chick was when I got my own apartment. I was 18. That's when I started doing the spend the night thing. No 16, no 17, definitely 18 and beyond that because I had my own spot. So, no crib, no girls was going home after they wasn't jumping on that trolley, the bus, train. It wasn't no more of that shit. You know what I mean? It came over with the night bag. All right, let's go. All right. Okay, Bloodfart, he started 15. He says smash till the sun came up on the beach. The sand became painful. Yeah, I bet it did. You know, that sex on the beach shit look good in the movies. In reality, that ain't the move. You lucky you ain't get scratched. Mikey Man says 17, 18 in high school still. That's what's up. Shirley Cheryl says, okay, wait. Okay. Bloodfart says 1987, Brenda had a baby. Bloodfart says MC Hammer was the man in 87. No, that was too legit to quit. That was in the 90s, actually. Hammer didn't blow until 88, 89. Really 89. He started getting recognized in 88, but he blew up in 89. In 90, he was on fire. Bloodfart says, I had like 10 sets of Big Hammer pants. Wow. Jake Archer, what's going on? And let's see. White is gay. Yo, son, do you happen to know a good chicken batter recipe? I heard some people be using cornflakes. Is that true? Couldn't tell you. Crispy bacon, my peoples. What's going on? Thanks for coming on through. Bloodfart says, I smashed 4 or 5 hours first time, but never busted. I was scared of a baby at 15. I can only finish with certain women, don't matter how hot. It's weird, like a trust thing. I can honestly relate. I mean, word life. Shoot, you should really just be happy that you can hold on, because some dudes, from what I hear, as soon as they hit the lip, like damn, you had a baby off the residual nut. You ain't even get in. Nigga busted when he zipped down his pants. Shout out to all y'all pre-ejaculation ass niggas, son. Crispy Bacon says, I was 14 when I started spending the night. Damn. Y'all was young. Y'all was wild ass young boys. Damn, son. All right. Yeah. So if y'all started that early, spending the night, when you really think about it, what's next? What's next after spending the night? Now, let me ask y'all this. If y'all spent the night, like how, besides any sexual activity or whatever, what about the rest of it? Like, was there anything that was awkward or different or something that you had to get used to? Like, you might have had a small bathroom, or maybe you went over a crib and she ain't have no washcloths. You like, so you just wash with the bar soap? Just no washcloth? You just never know. You never know. And that's whether you spent the night over somebody else's house or they spent the night over your house, because it's not always the same thing. Okay. Shirley Cheryl says, I started when I was 18, spent the weekend, and there was my child. I guess you mean that's when you got pregnant. At 18? Okay. Bloodfart says, laugh my ass off for that, for real. Must be awful to bust from the wind. The ladies would be so mad or laughing or disappointed. Yo, some women have gotten so used to that shit. They've gotten so used to that shit, they not even used to a man. Like, some women, from every man they get, have been like that. And I'm like, So you say you was in love with a dude that never made it. He barely made it to the pussy every time. Like, well, yeah. I mean, he was just. I guess he had other redeeming qualities. I was like, okay, all right, whatever. I don't know. Brando, and because you said, I'm thinking that anything that you do often, ain't you supposed to get better at that shit? When you like 13, 14 years old, you start having sex, of course, you probably gonna bust fast, but by the time you make it to 20, shouldn't you have gotten enough practice to where I don't Brando in Black says, I'm drinking the blood of his enemies. Wow, that would be dope, wouldn't it? Yes, it's the blood of me enemies. I took them out, one by one. I carved through their leather jackets, right into their heart. See, these beats are so red, it does look like blood. Hold on. It's kind of crazy, right? They should have used that back in those movies in the 70s instead of that light ketchup shit that they was using. Christy Bacon says, having to hide in the closet when her parents came in the room, kind of awkward. I'll say, Bloodfart says, as a teen, I slept with girls and realized I didn't know their name a few times. It was only about the chase really at the time. Didn't care about them till I met my wife, still together 22 years later. I can dig that. That's crazy. But I can see how it would just be a challenge. You know, see if I can pull this one, pull that one, and you know, peer pressure. Like, yo, you ain't gonna be able to get her. You ain't gonna be able to get her, and you do it, and it's like just on autopilot. I mean, you're a young man. It be like that sometimes. Till you catch that one that jiggle them feelings in you. It's like, I spent the night, ain't want to go home. You know what I mean? Almost dropped out of school because it's bullshit. All right, Shirley Cheryl says, "Wow, I thought it was strawberries." No, you didn't. You know there's the strawberries in there. You know there's the strawberries. But maybe one day. Crispy Bacon says, "Come on, 10 people and only 3 likes. Give the guy a like." Yeah. You know y'all wrong. Because especially since these are the ones speaking. It's more than 3 people speaking. So that means they like, I don't know if I've heard enough to push the like button yet. Yeah, I was 17 when I don't know. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. You know what I mean? Like people playing possum tonight. So I've been here before this week. It's all good. Bloodfart says, yes, sir. Getting those numbers while out chilling with friends was clout I never missed. Yeah. That's what it was about. That's what we was doing. Thanks for the there you go. Good looking, y'all. Let's get them likes together. Get the likes together. Be alike. We A alike because we be alike. We see alike because we A alike. All right. Yeah. But okay. So as a full-grown adult, what are some of the things that might influence you or discourage you from wanting to spend the night over somebody's house or wanting to spend the night with them, period? With me, the number one factor would be hygiene. I don't know if y'all ever been with chicks that y'all wanted to wash off of you real quick. And that's condom or no condom. It don't matter. Like, yo, I gotta get this chick off me. You know what I mean? Now of course, you can say, well, you shouldn't have did it in the first place. Yeah. I hear all that. But everything that might be beautiful on the outside may not be all of that legit on the inside. You might not find out till it's too late. Now, I know that there are other things that can really discourage you from wanting to spend the night with somebody, especially if you spent the night over their house before, or spent the night with them before, and you know, like certain things like snoring loud. Real shit. You may have spent the night with somebody once or twice, and you realize like it's like sleeping with a diesel truck as it's pulling off. Like, yo, you need to change the catalytic converter in your throat. What we doing? It don't matter if they laying on their back, on their stomach, on their side. You can hang them from their feet. You know, they might snore loud. Now, that might sound shallow to some people, but it might sound real to other people. And that's male or female. Now, I know for a fact that when I used to drink, I know that I used to snore too. And I only snored when I drank. And I know this because I was told. Now, evidently, they put up with it, or it wasn't bad enough to abandon ship. But it could have went. I imagine it could have went another way. Hold on. Speaking of drinking, guess what? I meant to tell y'all this shit at the beginning of the show. Guess what happened to me tonight? I was on my way home, driving down a residential street, and I'm seeing the lanes. The lanes, it went from 2 lanes into 1, as if there was some construction or something going on on the street. And that's not what it was. They were making everybody go towards this sobriety checkpoint. I was like, well, ain't this about a bitch? This is the first sobriety checkpoint that I've gone through since I stopped drinking. I was like, damn. It almost made me want to fuck with him. Like, nah, I ain't drinking nothing. But I was like, yo, don't play yourself, God. Don't do nothing dumb. So the cop said, all right, roll down your window. Roll down the window. I'm like, what's that, officer? I said, it's been a long time since I seen one of these. He said, yeah. Tell me something. You know, you've been drinking tonight? I said, nah, coming from work. You on your way home? You know I don't have to answer that shit. Don't matter where I'm going. I ain't been drinking. But I said, yeah, I'm on my way home. I don't want no problems. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to have no cop shot show out on me. But I was like, wow, a sobriety checkpoint. When I'm sober, that would have never happened on a Friday night before 2012. Would have never happened. It was my time. Almost made me want to go back by there. And I saw the other people who must have got caught, and they had them sitting on the side, because you got to let them cool out a little bit. Give them a couple of, give them like some bread type products or whatever. No, because that actually increases the alcohol. Whatever they give them, if they not really over the limit, they may have had like a blood alcohol level, but they are still under the legal limit. They might give them something to eat or whatever, so it can suck up some more of the alcohol, so they can feel more confident about putting them out on the road. So I'm looking at this shit like, wow, ain't been through this in a minute. All right. Okay. Bloodfart says, I always hit like after a reminder. Legit. I legit forget usually. I can dig it. Jeremy Lakes, what's up? Says other people's houses smell weird. That's actually a fact. I can't even be mad at that. It's definitely going to smell different than your house. And then you have the people who's you ever been to somebody's car that smells like their house, and you rode in their car first, and you didn't know where the smell was coming from, and you went over their crib, and you like, and you know what I found out? I found out over the years that some people's houses are not safe for you to spend the night over because they might have pets and you may have allergies. So you might not understand how come when you over there you getting sick. Yeah. Little Fifi is over there killing you softly. Killing me softly with her fur. Killing me softly with her fur. Fucking my whole house. To God's hell, killing me softly with her fur. Yo, off topic, real quick. Did anybody watch the first episode of Power Book 2 Season 4 last night? Tariq and Braden. Anybody watch Power Book 2 last night? Yes, Power Book 2 has started. First episode down. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Chrissy Baker says, my wife always discourages me from spending the night at a woman's house. Man, she be hating on you, dog. Your wife won't let you spend the night over another woman's house. Is she insecure? Or is it just hate? Yeah, crazy. All right. Bloodfart says, Chris, me too. My lady will be swollen and hurting, and I asked her to get her sister wife to put in work. She's my bottom B for sure, but she ain't into it. Jerry says, I don't see how sobriety checkpoints are constitutional. Yo, you thinking exactly how I was thinking. And yo, I really wanted to ask him that, like, is this really legal? Because after you tell them that you haven't been drinking, they first of all, they didn't have probable cause to stop you. There's no probable cause. This is not even a permanent checkpoint. This is just some shit they set up, randomly. So I was like, But I ain't want no problems. I ain't want no problems tonight. You know what I mean? I will beat them at the ballot box, I guess. I don't know. Mikey Man says, just keep hitting the block. Go through 3 or 4 times. I know, right? After the show, I'm gonna go back through. Like, yo, y'all still out here, huh? Crispy says, they offer free food. Next time I will take a swig before I go there. Just watch the limit. Bloodfart says the triangle would be fire with killing me softly, right? Oh yeah. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. Kill. Checking my calm with his fingers. Asking me shit I don't know. Oh, no. We was talking about the fur. Okay, wait. Petting the dog with my fingers. Stroking his back with my hands. Killing me softly with her fur. Killing me softly with her fur. Killing my whole vibe with my cough. Killing me softly with her fur. Lauryn Hill version. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, yeah. Man, y'all make me. That just influenced me. Look at peer pressure. Y'all just make me do all kinds of crazy shit. I was with it though. I was with it though. Okay, wait. Shirley Cheryl says, y'all funny and thought it was a crazy idea, but I found my son last night. But I just found out my son has that. He had an intro when one of his bros came by. He said, that's my mom, my wife, my girl, and my bro. What the hell? Yeah, I feel you on that. All right, Chrissy Baker says, some states do not allow that. In Montana, they do not have any sobriety checkpoints. They shouldn't have them anywhere. I know that shit can't be 100% legal. It can't be. You have no probable cause. No probable cause. The way they had them lanes set up, if you were drinking, you was definitely going to knock over some cones and some shit. I thought I was taking a driver's test. All right, Natasha says, my friend just admitted to two beers. Oh, God. Not a good idea. Straight to jail. Peace to him. Chrissy Bacon says, next time, tell them you're a sovereign citizen and you have the right to drive without a license. Oh, shit. Here you go. Here you go. Like, I have the right to travel. My problem is I've had a license before. Ain't gonna work. All right. Mikey Man says, so did you hit a lick with an elementary school music room or what? I wish. Do they have elementary school music rooms anymore? Do they? Speaking of elementary school music room, man, I found out that my middle school music teacher passed away last week. Kind of broke my heart. Miss Eubanks. Rest in peace. Rest in heaven. Miss Eubanks. She was a dope ass music teacher. She had that conductor thing going on. She had that choir banging. Miss Eubanks was nice with it. Should have spent more time with Miss Eubanks. She would have really taught me how to get busy. Bloodforce says, hell yeah. I'm loving the remix. That's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna get back at it. But yeah. So yeah. Spending the night with somebody the first time can be very awkward. And I imagine for a lot of women, spending the night can probably add to a lot of anxiety because your little beauty secrets are going to be on blast. They're going to come out. We're going to talk about these little beauty secrets. You know, the weave, the wig, you know what I'm saying? You know, the dude might want to have sex in the shower or some shit like that. And there are even more health concerns to take into consideration when you talk about spending the night over somebody's house. Like, if you spend the night with somebody, so y'all gonna use condoms all night long? Because more than likely, you know, after y'all fuck, whatever y'all gonna do, because it's not said that y'all gonna spend the night originally. Y'all might go out, have fun, whatever, spend the night after the fact. So after y'all do it once or twice, she probably, laying in the bed, ass out. You know how women go to bed, they don't be having on nothing. But then some women are shy about it, and they might go and put their panties back on. Wash up, put their panties back on. And you can kind of tell if they're really comfortable with spending the night, particularly with you. Because there's a trust factor. Not just trust as far as your health is concerned, but it may be trust as far as what they're comfortable with. And they may not be able to get comfortable. And it may show in a variety of ways that they're not comfortable. Like if you wondering how come this shit, not only is it tight, but like this ain't nothing going in. Like, all right. I need me a pair of vice grips, reverse vice grips. I need something to open this month. Okay. It can have an impact on how wet she gets, how free she may get. She may not be ready. She might not be spend the night ready. She might not be. Not every woman is. So it's something that you have to take into consideration when dealing with spending the night for the first time. It can be awkward. Expectations may be too high for some, too low for others. Some people might think that just because you spending the night, that means that you have to experiment with everything in the sexual spectrum. Like, yo, this is the first night we spending together. Like, we don't have to empty out the whole toy box. Not yet. But you never know. And really, the whole cuddling thing. Some people like to cuddle. Some people don't. And it's not only men. Like normally you think about men not wanting to cuddle, not wanting to get close and all that. It's not always just men. There's some women who like they ain't ready to get close like that either. Shit's different. There may be some people who are so comfortable with spending the night, they might get up early, fix you something to eat. They might be real hospitable and courteous and accommodating for you. Other people might be like, all right. We got 8:30 checkout time. Fuck out of here. Not used to it. Not used to it. I've definitely dated women that weren't even used to. I've dated women who weren't used to men allowing them to spend the night. Like it wasn't an option. So I'm like, let me get this straight. Most men you deal with, you always go home. You never stay the night at their crib. They like, yeah, a lot of men, after we get finished doing what we doing, I gotta go home. I'm like, and she was a grown-ass woman. These are grown-ass women I'm talking about. I'm like, now that's weird. But it happens. So every time she has sex with somebody, she might be ready to grab her shit and get on up out of there. Because that's all she knows. She's not used to being allowed to stay the night. You'll be amazed at some of the experiences that some people have. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Might be a big production for some people, just a small thing for others. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Bloodfart says, how about when a girl you don't know that good accidentally farts on your chin? Man, I hate when it happens. Mikey Man says TV on or TV. Oh my gosh, this shit. TV on or TV off. Just laying there in a dark, quiet, unfamiliar room. Why don't you have a damn TV in your room? Oh, you like the no, I don't like the noise. Oh, all lights, everything goes off. I definitely have a TV in the room though. Definitely have a TV in the room. But when I'm sleepy like that, all that shit got to go off. Anything, play dark. All we got is me and you. You want to talk? We can talk. We can talk until I fall asleep on you. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers at work be tripping, you know what I mean? But love is love and hate is hate. I don't know, man. My boss, I think his job is in jeopardy and shit. He been coming in there acting crazy. I think he might be in the midst of a divorce too. Yeah, hopefully he can stop projecting that shit on everybody else. No, I went to sleep. I heard everything you said. I heard everything you said. Everything. All right. Let me see. Um, Bloodfart says, "Man, girls play around acting shy, but that ain't too common for real. I had like 30 of them at home every night between 18 and 30. Um, oh, 30 years old, and they messed me up how freaky they are. Men have nothing on them. It depends on the woman. It really does. It's not always the same. It can get different. Annabeth Boyd says, I'm a female and I don't like the TV on. I can dig it. Now, my experience is that a lot of women are afraid of the dark. But the women who ain't afraid of the dark, they don't be wanting no light, no time, nowhere. I be like, yo, those plants need light, you know. Like, all right, well, we can flip the light on, but no, don't open up the shades or those dark ass curtains. I'm like, what the hell? She said, if you know what I mean. Now, I thought I knew what you meant. Maybe I don't. Brando in Black says, how many tickles does it take to get an octopus to laugh? 8. Mikey Man says, nope. Room TV, nope. Room TV on all night. Oh shit, man, I'm good. I can't do it. I've spent the night over women's house. They had their TV on all night. I'm like, yeah, you spend the night over my house from now on. I'm shutting that shit down. But you see those differences right there. Those are some of the differences that might make or break your decision to spend the night with somebody or not. And it may influence whether you like to actually do that or not. All right. Bloodfart says, without a TV on, you hear too much weird sounds like stirring mac and cheese and queers. Annabelle says, I love a man who will talk and not lay there on the phone and ignore me and not cuddle up together. Okay, I love a man who will talk and not lay there on their phone and ignore me, not cuddle up together. Well, the whole cuddling thing is something that you really have to take into consideration when you talk about spending the night over somebody's house, because they might be like, let's say you're a cuddler and they're really not. Awkward. Why won't she hold me? Why won't he touch me? That nigga was all over me before, now he's treating me like I'm a whore. Yo, queen size bed, we on 2 different sides. What the hell's going on? I let him inside, and now he acting all shady to me. He crazy to me. This is some crazy shit. See, but yeah. If you a cuddler and you dealing with a non-cuddler, well, and more than likely, some communication can probably improve that situation. And you could probably get past some things, but that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. Okay. Let me see. Jeremy Lake says, I'm having trouble going the distance. It's nice to have it. If I'm having trouble going the distance, it's nice to have the TV on to focus on to extend my performances. Yo. Oh my goodness. Crispy Bacon says, my mom waited till marriage. She woke up and cooked for my dad a big breakfast, and the next morning he came out and said, I eat dry toast in the morning, and walked away. What? What we doing? What happened here? Yeah, I thought we was having a good time here. What we doing? And Annabeth Boyd says, yeah, I like to cuddle. Now, I'm thinking that most women do like to cuddle, but I know for a fact that not all women want to cuddle. Particularly if she thought, or if maybe she was very attracted to the man at first, but maybe he did something that really turned her off, and now she's stuck with this motherfucker all night long. She ain't trying to cuddle this boy, and he might be all up on her, pawing on her, touching on her, trying to rub on her. And she like, oh my God, it's gonna be such a long night. I need to call me a Uber. Like, Uber. No, I need to call him a Uber. I'm home, God damn it. I invited this dumbass to my crib. Called him an Uber and he got a car. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm trying to be nice. Emily Huzzy in the house. EH. What's going on, Emily Hussey? How you feeling? Annabeth Boy says it's been like that sometimes. Yeah, I can imagine. Either the man or the woman can be turned off by some things sometimes. Men have been turned off by certain things that women have done too. And you be thinking like, yo, it's gonna be a long night. Like, for example, some men don't like to talk. They don't want to, they might be conversational, but maybe they're dealing with a woman who wants to talk. Like way past what he's comfortable with. And he's thinking like, damn, all night. This joint, yap. Might have been alcohol involved. You know how, the liquor had you talking for a while. Maybe she drank and he smoked. So he don't need to talk. And you'd be hard pressed to find somebody that been drinking and got buzzed and they don't want to say nothing. Liquor is that talk drink. I mean, that's that talk drug. It's gonna make you start purging. You're gonna start talking too much, crying, getting all emotional, jealousy, blaming. Alcohol is woo. The liquor. They in line for 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 the liquor. But yeah, things like that can be a turn off. And like I said, all of your little beauty secrets are going to come out when you spend the night with somebody. And your your preparation for bed. Not everybody just jumps into bed. Some people have a whole regimen. And you might not want somebody to witness that yet. You might not be comfortable with somebody yet enough to let them see how you get yourself together to present yourself to the world. You spend the night with somebody, all your little body shapers, everything you've been using to hold things in or make things stick out and all of that, it's all going to be revealed. You might have a whole closet or drawers full of that shit. Now, you can still hide something from somebody, even though they spent the night, but it's going to be increasingly harder. It's going to be a little bit tougher. So, you might not want to spend the night for that reason. And once again, that's a trust issue. That's a trust issue. Is this person going to look at me the same way if I show them, or if they see what I have to do in order to make myself look presentable out there? And women aren't the only ones with bedroom insecurity. There are plenty of men who have insecurity when it comes to the bedroom as well. There are plenty of men who don't feel comfortable getting all the way undressed. Yes, they are. There's some men, like, I don't know about y'all. I prefer the lights on when when it's time to do the nasty. I like the lights on because I don't want no surprises, and I want to make sure everything in the bathroom there is the way it's supposed to be. Make sure that plumbing is right. But some people be like, no, turn out the lights. I'm like, not yet. Not yet. Some people might not be like, if you are uncomfortable with your body image, you might not want somebody to see your body. But if y'all gonna spend the night, y'all gonna be with each other all night long. This ain't like no movies. You know how like on the movies, after they get finished fucking and shit, the woman be having the sheet covering her titties and all that. I've been with women who actually tried that bullshit. I was in my 20s. I was like, what are you doing? Trying to go to the bathroom with the sheet wrapped around. What the fuck you think this is? You think this is an episode of Sex in the City of Friends or some shit? Bitch, put my fucking yo. Yo. What, yo. No. But it could be a situation where she might not be comfortable enough with her body to whereas she feels comfortable revealing all. Young Ruby says, let my shit drag to the bathroom. Listen, I'm just saying. Shit like that. Shit like that. It happens. But yeah, this whole spending the night thing, it's not always sweet like that. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. Please share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we are talking about not a fan of spending the night. So we're just talking about how certain things can influence or discourage you from wanting to spend the night with somebody. Earlier in the show, we took it all the way back to when we were kids, having sleepovers and camps and all that old stuff like that, and how that could influence or discourage you from wanting to spend the night at somebody's house. It's not always a slam dunk. Sometimes it can get a little funny. Yeah. When you spend the night with somebody, there's a great likelihood that you're going to have to show all, reveal all. You're going to have to let all the cards be shown. And not everybody is comfortable with that yet. Maybe they can get comfortable with it later, but right out the gate, might not be. So what do? Because you already in this spending the night situation. It might have an impact on whether you decide to spend the night again with somebody else in the near future. So before we get into these birthday shout outs and start getting ready to get on up out of here, please, for those of y'all who are in the comments, let me know, are y'all fans or not fans of spending the night? That's all I want to know. Just give me a yes or give me a no. Give me a yes or give me a no. Are you a fan of spending the night, or do you say, nah, I'm cool, I'm alright? Yeah, we can get to know each other much later, but right now I can't spend the state of my existence with you. No pillow talk, no, we through. I gotta go home like midnight. Yeah, stagecoach through the pumpkin, right? Yeah, on some Cinderella shit, but not a fan staying over unless you hit. But yo, gotta go home. Yes, I gotta go home. Now I've heard many women say they don't let a nigga stay over the crib until he proves that he can live in the state of bliss. But right now, you gotta go home. Mr. What's the deal? Yeah, you know the deal. I'ma tell you right now how I'm gonna feel. I spend the night if I'm down with you. Everybody can't spend the night when they around you. If the subject comes up, we kind of grown. I'm 53, so you know what we. Okay. Emily says, "Oh, so I'm late. It's time for the birthday shout outs. You got a clock. Don't act like you don't know what time it is, because you do. You know what time it is." All right. So, yeah. So, Mikey Man says, hell yes. Definitely a fan of the spending the night. Definitely a fan of the spending the night. I'm going to say for me, it's touch and go. Touch and go. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But one thing is for sure, I'm always grateful for the invitation. Always grateful for the invitation. Honestly, I don't think I've ever invited a woman to spend the night. And I mean ever. They all just took the liberty of doing it. Like I said, when I was 18, had my own place, 18, 19, on up. I ain't had no car. I guess they was like, shit, I ain't going home. I come over. I'm going to be over. I'm going to be there. Mikey Man says, got to spend the night to find that out. To find out. True. Let's do these birthday shout outs. Okay. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 7th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Regina Thompson turning 44 years old today, and Keisha Morris Thomas, happy birthday to you, and Angela Smith, happy birthday to you, and Philly Fly T, happy birthday, and lovely Cadet turning 31 years old today, and Lakeisha M. Malone, she's a go-getter, turning 49 years old today, and Luz Del Alba Sanchez turning 35 years old today, and also Alicia Barnes, happy birthday to you, ma. And Letitia Marie, happy birthday to you. And Stephanie Fields, turning 51 years old today. And last but not least, my cousin, Nicole Rouse. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 7th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, man, listen, what? Spending the night. Sometimes you're a fan, sometimes you're not. Sometimes it's a good idea, sometimes it's really not a good idea. You know, I talked a lot about trust on this episode when it comes to spending the night with somebody, because not only are you revealing a lot of things about yourself and the way that you live when you spend the night with somebody, you're also leaving yourself open and vulnerable to the potential of predators, you know, being able to have access to you in a way that nobody else can protect you from. So I think it's a good idea to make sure that you are as comfortable as can be before you make the decision to spend the night with somebody. But of course, that means that you're grown and you can make your own decisions. So sometimes you're gonna be feeling it, and sometimes you're not gonna be feeling it. But you always have the right to accept or reject anything that's on the table or on the menu for you. It can always go one way or another. All right, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back later on today, 1 p.m. on the Urban Therapy with Sun show. So make sure y'all come through 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to come by and we will shine. Yeah, the show is gonna be dope. So make sure y'all come through. Make sure y'all represent. Hope to see y'all there. Now it's not gonna be exactly at 1 o'clock. It's gonna be like between 1 and 1:30. Because listen, I listen. It's almost 3 o'clock now. It's like 2:30 something on the East Coast. So y'all just gotta give me a little time. But I'll be there. I'm guaranteed to be there. Mr. Tommy Gun 1979. Oh God, this dickhead. Oh God. Ah, this dickhead. Yo, I'm glad you came at the end with your bitch ass. All right. Like I said, 1 o'clock p.m. You can come too, Tommy, but I appreciate it if you don't. But if you do, I appreciate that too. But if you don't, I won't miss you. Just know that. Peace, y'all. Oh, hold on. Take my clothes off here. Make sure disrobe y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Peace.